All right. So getting our props, 2 chairs, a belt if you have one, and a block. We'll start with a little bit of breathing. Just sitting upright, just focusing on the breath. Just arriving in the present moment, a moment of silence here. Tuning back to diaphragmatic breath and what we were talking about earlier. Right, as we inhale, expanding the abdomen, the ribs, a little bit of the chest. As we exhale, abdomen contracts. We're going to do a few rounds of the Bhastrika Pranayama that we tried last week. That's where we inhale and we exhale actively, pressing the abdomen in and out as we do it. So different than Kapalabhati breath, that both are here, both are active, versus in the Kapalabhati breath, it's only the exhale that's more active. The inhale is passive. Now, remembering not to do this if you have ulcers, high blood pressure, maybe you just ate, right? You don't want to be doing this. And then coming back to natural breath. All right, we're going to start our warm up. So we'll start with a block. If you don't have a block, it's okay. You can still keep the arms like this and this, but try to, the block is so we keep the arms in the same position. So we're going to bring the arms here, and then we're going to bring the arms in. All you're going to do is bring like a 90-degree, keeping the elbows glued into the alignment here with the shoulders so they don't go up and down. Now, as you bring it forward, press, relax on the way back, and once you get here, press. Bring it in, and if you don't have a block, all you do is pretend you're pressing. So draw the hands towards one another, but create like a tug of war. And one more time. All right, lift those arms up and overhead. Exhale, bring the arms down. We go all the way up, all the way down. One more time, all the way up. And then leaning a little bit to the side. You can bend the elbows a little bit so you can go a little deeper. Inhale straight, exhale bend, and bend. And bring it back to center. Touch the back of the neck, extend and lower down. Bring the arms in and bring them up. Bring them behind, touch the back of the head, bring them in. And one last time. And then bringing it back to center. If you don't have a block, bring the hands together and then twist a little bit over to the side. Bring it back to center, twisting to the other side. Very good. Twist. Now, next time we twist to the other side, we're going to look over to the back. Maybe you can go a little deeper into that twist. Bring it to center, to the other side, look back. And coming back to center. All right, put the block in front, and we'll use it in a moment. So reaching those arms up and overhead, interlace the fingers, and then let's round through the back. Let's warm up through the spine next. Inhale, lifting up, arch your back, then cat-cow. Exhale, round, tuck the tailbone, bring the chin in. Lift it up and round. And then do that one more time. As you come forward, hold on to the knees as you separate the hands. And then we do more traditional cat-cow where you lift the chest, squeeze the shoulders, and then you round the back. Again, and rounding the back. And then bringing it back to center. Roll the shoulders up and back. And then bring them up and forward. And then reach up and back. Keep them down. And then rotate. Warming up the neck. And bringing it the other direction. Coming back to center, ear to the shoulder. You can add a little bit of a stretch by bringing the hand. And bring the hand down. And bringing it back to center, release. Tilt the head, bring it over to the other side. Bring the hand behind, down. And then coming back to center. All right, on the next breath, it's a twist that you hold and go a little bit deeper than at the beginning. Bring it back to center to the other side. And back to center. Push the chair, lift the chest into camel. Keeping the lift, pressing the hands, rotate at the hip. And rotate the other direction. Again, one way. And the other way. Let's do 2 out on the other side, 2 in. Again, 2 out, 2 in. All right, kicking that leg out, forward. Careful not to kick the block. All right, next time you bring this leg forward, putting that foot on top of the block, and then reaching forward to your toes if you can get there or halfway through the leg. Deep breath in, full breath out. All right, next breath, lift that leg up, hold it, rotate the foot. And the other direction. All right, release it. We go straight leg over the block, coming down. Inhale, bring that leg all the way up and then rotating the foot. And the other direction. All right, opening the legs a little bit. And then on the next breath, we inhale with a long spine. We come down if it's comfortable towards the block. And then letting the head rest down between the arms. You can say yes with your head. You can move it side to side. Again, say yes, nice and slow. Side to side. Inhale, look in front of you, and then walk the block right under the shoulders. Keep that left hand down, reach that right arm up. Breathing in and breathing out. Bring it back to center. We go to the other side. Reach up. Let's do one more each side. Reach. And one more time. Reach. And bringing it back to center. Again, walk the hands as far out as you can. And then walk them over towards one side. Feeling that stretch in the low back. Walk it over to the other side. Deep breath. And then walk the block back, slowly come up. Block comes between the legs. Now, if you're unable to stand up, just do this, right? Si no se pueden parar, hacen esto. If you can stand up, then you go all the way up. And then you sit all the way down. Just make sure the chair's there. Up, squeeze that block, down. We have 3 more. Up, down, and one more time. All right, next time we sit, press the block with your legs, let it go a little bit. Press, let it go. Press, let it go. Press and squeeze tight, keep breathing. And then bring yourself up. Remove the block, and then we'll go behind the chair. Then we'll put the block again. Now, if you need the chair, you go right behind the chair. If you need a chair in front, just make sure you have it in front of you and stand up, keep the other one behind. All right, we find mountain first. Now, se puede quedar sentado también y hacer todos los ejercicios sentado. You can stay seated if needed. Breathe in, breathe out. Reach the arms towards the front and up along the ears. Reaching nice and tall. On the next breath, folding into that seated chair. Inhale, lifting all the way up. Sitting on that chair. Up. We're going to add to this. Now, as I go down, I'm going to lift the heels. If you need to hold on to the chair, then hold on. Inhale all the way up. When you go up, lift your toes. So again, I can hold on and lift the toes. Sit down, lift the heels. Come back. Lift the toes. See how far back you can rock. Bend forward, lift the heels. Last one here. Lift the toes and lift the heels. Inhale, reaching up. Hold below the wrist, add a little side bend. Again, side bend. Bring it back to center. Interlace the fingers behind. Open the chest. If you're seated, hold on to the chair. Si están sentados, se aguantan de la silla. And then extending the arms up, folding forward. Inhale, bring it all the way and back to center. Drop the shoulders down. Bring the ear to the shoulder. Come back one more time. And come back to center. Look down towards the floor, long neck. Inhale, look up to the ceiling. And bringing it back to center. All right, we're going to eagle the arms. Lift them up, and then we sit in the chair. Lift the left toes up, the right toes up. And alternate. Left toes, right toes. Inhale, bring it up. Switch the grip of the arms. Sit in that chair. Again, lift right toes, left toes. And then lift it up. We'll find that a little bit later. Squeeze those shoulders into the back. Big breath in. And full breath out. All right, remove the block and let's stretch the inner thighs. So we'll open big behind the chair. If you're seated, open the legs. Si están sentados, abran las piernas. And then see if you can look between the heels. All right, you're going to bend into one knee and come on the heel of the other foot. So toes are pointing up on the other end. Shift away and then pivot onto the other side. Lift the toes. You're on the heel of the outer leg. The one that's straight, that's where you're on the heel. The other one, you have the whole foot down. Switch. And then switch it again. Pressing those hips back to the heel. And then press all the way. Maybe you go a little deeper if you want on the seat of the chair. Just see how that feels. And then inhale, slowly travel back, toe, heel the feet, coming into a mountain pose. Deep breath in and full breath out. All right, side to side, loosen up. You can even come and lift the heel and rotate if you can. Right, loosening up the spine, the back muscles, arms and shoulders. All right, top the front and back. So you're crossing front and back. Very good. And then we switch it. Now we touch here and here. Very good. And then bring it back to center after the next one. Back to mountain pose. Let's cross those midlines. So we go opposite elbow to the knee, opposite elbow to the knee. Now you can just do this if you're not able to lift that leg all the way up, right? Pueden hacerlo un poquito, el codo a la rodilla opuesta. One more, and then coming back to center. Deep breath in, full breath out. All right, so the next one, I have a picture that the image goes all the way to the floor. If you still feel comfortable doing forward bend where your hands are on the floor, do that. I'm going to stay on the knees, okay? So we go. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, we swan dive. Again, I can go here, but I can also put the hands all the way on the ground, even if the knees have to bend. That's perfectly fine. Inhale through a seated chair with arms along the ears. Inhale all the way up. Again, forward fold. So it's a little flow. Inhale, bend the knees, arms come together along the ears. Reach all the way up. Swan dive again. Maybe a little deeper if you want, or keep that trunk parallel to the floor. Seated chair, bring it up. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, fold. Bring it back to center, into that chair. And lift it up. This is the last time. Folding forward. Inhale, seated chair. Inhale all the way up, and this time we come back to chair, to mountain, mountain pose. Deep inhale, and full exhale. All right, the hands go like this, where you bring the hands into temple mudra. So heels of the hands are together. The only one extended is that index fingers. You're gonna bring those arms all the way up, right? All the way up. And then on the next breath, you lean over to the side, but don't close it. Keep the body between two planes of glass. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale. One last time. Very good. And then coming back to center. We have a down dog behind the chair, and then we start adding some warrior poses. So pressing back. Your next press, you bring your right foot between the legs of the chair. You can anchor the back foot, so you're like this, or you can stay in balance with the heel off the floor. See which one you prefer. All right, so arms come here. If you need to hold on, hold on. Now, if you're able to release the arms, we're gonna do eagle arms. You're gonna bring the right arm under the left arm and lift those elbows up. Breathe in and breathe out. Straighten out through the front leg and then fold the arms towards the chair. Stop as soon as you get to the chair. Inhale, bend that knee, slowly transition up. Lift and see if you can add a little back bend. Exhale, it's a straight leg that brings you all the way down. We have that one more time. Lift up. And then next time you go down, release the arms, come all the way down. All right, we go all the way back to down dog. So send that leg slowly back. Remember, release out of those transitions slow, right? All the transitions are done slow so we don't get hurt. Bend the front knee. So we're on the other side now with the left leg up, keeping those arms here. Now you're going to switch. You're going to bring the left arm under the right. Yes. And then lift it up. Breathe in, breathe out. We're going to move it so we straighten out the leg. We fold. Be careful because this is a balanced pose. Inhale, bend that knee, lift into that back bend. Inhale, fold, straight leg. Back bend. The last one here. When we fold forward, we straighten out through the leg, and then you go all the way down, releasing those arms. Inhale, sending that leg all the way back into downward facing dog. Inhale, bringing that weight forward. All right, so I have a challenge for you. Let's do a little hip circle while I talk. So we're gonna do warrior 3. If your balance is there for at least one of the arms to extend forward instead of out, usually we do warrior 3 like this because it's easier to balance. But if you can bring the arm along the ear, then do that. We're gonna begin doing that warrior 3 with the front knee bend. So usually it's straight. I'm gonna bend the knee so it becomes a little easier to hold my balance. And then I'm gonna kick that leg back. I'm going to try to bring the trunk down to the same height as the leg, okay? But if that becomes too much, just stay more upright. Okay, so my knee bend, I'm going to try to bring that leg. And then the challenge is lengthening that arm forward. Or maybe both arms come forward along the ears. Now, once you get there, straighten out the leg and bend the knee. Straighten out, bend the knee just 3 times. And then bring that leg all the way back. Arm comes back, take a pause. Deep inhale, full exhale. All right, now we switch. So I'm going to start with a hand here. I'm going to bend my knee and I'm going to try to see where my leg lands. Maybe it's just here. Maybe I can lift it up and lower my trunk down. Just see. Again, if I'm challenging myself with the arm, I'm bringing the other arm forward. Again, you don't have to. You can be just here and this is challenging enough, right? Again, we're going to play with that bending of the knee and straightening it out. Bend. And one more time. And bringing it back to center. Take an inhale. Long exhale. That gets our heart rate up right away. Inhale. Exhale. Take a pause here. All right, we're coming back to the chair. So making sure we have everything with us so we don't have to stand up again. So that is the block, the other chair, which is going to be right on the side here. We're not going to use it right away, so just put it to the side and maybe put the props on top of it. All right, again, little flow here. We lift the heels, we come forward. As we rock back, lift the toes, you're on your heels, your arms are back, but you're not touching the back of the chair. Inhale, reaching forward, lifting the heels, sending that back. 2 more times. And back. All right, knee comes in, you round your back, open the chest, switch sides. Open, switch. Open, switch. Let's do that one more time. And last one. And coming back to center, take an in breath and an out breath. All right, if you want a little water, you can take some water. Si quieren tomar un poquito de agua. And we'll continue in a moment. Let me tilt this down. All good? All right, very good. All right, we come to this side, and then we're gonna straighten out through that back leg as best we can, reaching the arms up and above the head. Again, interlace and reach through the index finger into the temple mudra, and then add that gentle back bend as you lift the chest forward. On the next breath, inhale, keep the arms glued to the ears, so don't let them lower. Hinge forward, look towards your toes, see if the back leg can straighten up a little bit. Inhale, open those arms out into warrior 2. Very nice. Reaching all the way back for revolve warrior. Bring that back arm to meet the top arm. And then bring it forward into side angle. Reach it over. Release the arm, finding that ball again. And then bringing it back. All right. Come into the other side. Right, so you have that leg back. The arms come above the head. You interlace and reach through the index finger. Moving the trunk and the arms all the way away from the legs. Keep the arms glued to the ears as you hinge forward with a straight spine. Try to straighten out through the back leg. Right? You're looking down to your toes. Inhale, open up. Allow the arms to open into that warrior 2. Reach the arm all the way back, revolve warrior. Lift the back arm. Find that challenge for the back. Coming forward into a side angle. Inhale, release to the ball. And then bring it back to center. Breathe in. And breathe out. One more time. Breathe in. And breathe out. All right, walk the feet all the way together. You're going to cross the right leg over the left. Inhale, bring the arms here, and then twisting over towards the side. Inhale, bring it to center, open to the other side. One more to each side. And last one. Inhale, bring those arms all the way up. On the exhale, coming forward over the legs, reach the arms up. Again, round the back, come forward. So if you're making an S with your spine. One more time. And then hold below. Maybe the opposite elbow, maybe the wrist, whatever is comfortable for you. Inhale, slowly bring it up. Again, coming into that twist as you cross the other leg over. Inhale to center, to the other side. Inhale, exhale. And one more time. Again, inhale, reaching those arms up. Exhale, diving forward. Inhale, exhale. One more time, and then you go down and you hold below the hamstrings, whatever you can find back there. Wrists or elbows. Hopefully not shoulders. That'll be very long, very long arms. And then inhale, reaching all the way up. And on the exhale, just folding a little forward just to stretch. It's a deep breath in and a full breath out. All right, coming back to center, we find Navasana, the boat pose. Now, for this one, I do want to be away from the back of the chair. You're going to bend the elbows. You're going to lean slightly back. Inhale, lift one foot, the other foot. If it's hard to lift them both off, then just lift one. Don't lift them both. All right, we're going to push the heels out and bring them back in. Again, I can do one. If it's too much, one. Si es mucho con los dos pies, hago uno a la vez. And then hinge forward, take a little break. Hinge back again, bend the elbows, form that V with your body, and then add a little pedal. Con una pierna, con las dos. Pedal backwards. Very good, and then bring it back to center. All right, little trunk rotation to loosen up the back. And the other way. And then bringing it back to center. All right, we need that second chair. We need the strap and the block we can put to the side. I'm gonna put my chair like this so you can see my leg better. All right, I'm bringing both legs on top of the chair. Now, just see how that feels. If it feels like it's too much, you can do one leg. Si es mucho, pueden hacer una sola pierna. Now, if I'm able to touch my toes, I don't need a strap, obviously, right? But if I can't, then that's where the strap comes in handy, or a towel. It doesn't have to be a strap. It could be a towel. And then I'm going to inhale, lengthen the spine. And on the exhale, bring in the abdomen first, come forward towards the legs. See if you want to look between your toes. It's the next breath that brings you all the way up. You're going to find one leg lifted and then twist a little bit over. We're not going to hold this too long, so come back to center, switch the strap, lift, twisting a little bit over, and then bringing it back to center. All right, now this leg can bend like this, right, where I have the knee bent, or you can bring it all the way into the other chair. If it gets here and you're comfortable here, then come all the way here. If not, keep it over there on the other chair. Breathing in, lengthen up, and on the exhale, twist towards the knee that's bent. Twist back, look over the back. Inhale, bring it back to center. And on the exhale, again, we fold over the leg. This time, we don't need the strap. We're just coming halfway, unless you're able to go all the way down. Right, just see. You might feel like, oh, I already bent forward. I'd rather stay here. Just see. Inhale, slowly bring it back. Keep that leg bent, and then we switch sides. So whether you put it here or you bring it all the way here, just see. Again, you're twisting over first towards the bent knee before we fold forward over the leg. Inhale to center. It's a long spine that brings you forward halfway. It's the next breath that brings you back, extending the legs. Sit all the way to the back just for a moment before we continue. All right, you're bending both knees. Now, you see how far you want to bring. You might want to bring your chair all the way in. You might rather keep it a little bit away. It just depends on how the body feels. And then you're going to come forward and kind of rest the forehead on the arm. Now, see if you can breathe in and out and relax into this position as best you can. Inhale, coming back. Now we're going to do the butterfly. So both legs are going to be open. You can keep the legs close to you, away from you. Just see what feels better for you. And then you're going to bring the elbows to press gently on the knees as you come forward. If you're doing this on the floor, it looks like this, right? So you have one leg, both legs open. And then coming back and extending the legs long. Now, preparing for relaxation, if you like this position, make sure you have the chair in front of you so you have the back into the chair. If you prefer to keep the legs down, right? Si prefieren tener los pies abajo en vez de arriba, we're going to find the final relaxation. If you want to lay down your sofa or the floor, just, feel free to be comfortable. And then allowing the eyes to close. As you exhale, just letting the tension melt away from the face, the shoulders, the back. Keep the lips slightly apart. Tongue comes away from the roof of your mouth. Spend some time letting the whole body relax. Shoulders drop, creating space in the chest, abdomen, ribs. Relaxing the upper back, middle and lower back, the hips, legs and feet. Wiggle fingers and toes and let everything relax as you stop moving them. Take a breath, hold the breath at the top. Exhale fully. Let's do that through the mouth. So inhale, hold the breath at the top. Exhale. Try to empty as much air as you can. Draw the belly into the spine. Hold the breath out. Breathe in again through the nose. Hold it. Exhale. Hold the breath out. Again, in, hold, breath out. As you find the next exhale, just let the inhales and exhales come as they will, right? No need to change it, no need to control it. Focusing in the present moment by finding the sounds you hear around you. So noticing AC, heater, whatever noise is coming from your house, maybe someone in the kitchen, maybe a car outside. Try to find 2 or 3 sounds. Focus on one at a time for a period of time. Let's say 3 or 4 rounds of breath before you move into the other sound. Now, as we do this, try not to judge the sound. Oh, I like that sound. Sounds like water, rain. I don't like that sound. Somebody typing or somebody screaming. Just it's a sound, right? It doesn't have to carry any meaning or preference. Just try to see it as just a sound. Or you don't see it, you hear it. Try to notice something that you're touching or is touching you. So if the chairs are metal, you might feel that metal, that coolness. They have some sort of material or leather, you might feel that warmth. And again, not judging whether it feels good that it's warm or not that it's cold, whatever it is. Right? We have all these preferences, constantly judging, and it just takes a lot of energy. Just feel the texture, try not to attach any story to it. See if you notice any taste in your mouth, right? If you don't have a sense of taste, that's fine. Just noticing that, right, without judgment. Maybe moving the saliva inside the mouth and tuning into that feeling and that element of water in your mouth. As we tune into that sense of smell, once again, if you don't have that sense, noticing the air coming cool with inhale and warm with exhale. As you look through the point between the eyebrows, noticing any hint of light, color, anything going on there as you look into the distance. And then letting everything go as you settle and relax into the present moment. Nothing to do, just be. Beginning to slowly deepen the breath, moving fingers and toes. And then very gently, if you have the legs on the chair, releasing one leg at a time. Taking a pause here. Moving the shoulders gently up and back. And forward, just a couple rotations. Lift the shoulders to the ears, hold them, and then gently place them down as you lift the head up. So that one more time, lift them up. And slowly let them go. Move the head in gentle circle. The other direction. Bringing the hands to our center, interlace the fingers, roll the wrist a little bit. Roll them the other way. Press the arms out, reach those arms up and overhead. Bringing that knee in, just moving the foot one way and the other way. Doing the same thing on this side, just kind of waking up the body a little bit. And then coming to our center once again, this time just to say namaste. Namaste. All right. Thank you so much. I will see you next Thursday at 4:30, our usual time. Let me know if you have any questions.